Smoke Show Scarlett Bordeaux, and you're watching the Kayfabe Man Cave podcast. Hey guys, this is Kayla Becker, and you're watching Kayfabe Man Cave.
Here I am at the Wrestling Collector in Stockholm, New Jersey, and on my way home, I'll be listening to Kayfabe Man Cave.
What's up? It's Sammy, the Spanish guy Guevara, and new TNT champion. And you, right now, yes, you, are listening to Kayfabe Man Cave. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Kayfabe Man Cave podcast. I am your host, Marv, here with my co-host, Jay Reckless.
What up?
We're back, baby.
Been a while.
It's been a while. Sorry for the little hiatus we had there.
You know, life happens,
Yeah.
Life happens. You're a dad.
Yes, I'm a new dad now.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Sir. I don't have a drink on
Cheers.
me. All right, so in this episode, we'll talk about Elimination Chamber 2025. Jay,
boy.
let's talk about the Trish Stratus versus Trish Stratus and Tiffany Stratton versus Nia Jackson, Candice LeRae. What were your thoughts on that?
It was kind of because that was right after the first chamber match, right? That was like the second match.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fan service to the home crowd. Trish Stratus was there. They're really trying hard to make Tiffany come up as a face. It's just kind of weird, man. Like, I'm not sold on her being a face.
You like her better as a heel?
Oh yeah, exponentially.
Yeah.
I get it though, because Charlotte is not good as a face either. So if you're gonna make one of them a heel, I guess you go Charlotte. But it was fine for what it was. Entertaining. Tiffany won. Trish Stratus won. Yeah, send home, uh, send them home with hometown good vibes, right?
Right. And it was great bringing a hometown wrestler to that event.
Yeah. You're gonna see more in the next match, right? Well, at least an unsanctioned match, not hometown, but same country.
Yeah. Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn.
Yep.
Unsanctioned match.
Oh boy.
About that match, I thought it was good. The only thing I didn't like was that it was too long.
It was to be. I guess it was inevitable, right? Because Triple H likes to have, at least for these B pay-per-views or like not main pay-per-views, like it's always gonna be those short pay-per-views. So the only 4 matches, they had to fill it out some way, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the chamber matches were like an hour each, and then they fill it up. The whole pay-per-view ran what until like almost 11, so it was longer than normal, but that's a test to the chambers and the real main event with this guy. The real main event.
Yeah. And a lot of time spent on at the ending. So we'll talk about that.
Right. Yeah. But overall match is great. How
would you rank it compared to all the other matches they've had together?
I mean, it was violent, but not like it's not like the El Generico matches and stuff like that. It's a little more tame. Obviously, they're older, and obviously it's WWE. Case in point, you're not gonna get the crazy match you're gonna get from like I don't know when this is gonna go up, but right, or like Mariah May and Tony Storm tonight, right? You're not gonna get that from WWE, right?
Mm-hmm.
But for what it is, it was great, and at least for me, you don't need to get that crazy, right, to tell a good story. Right. That was like a subtle shot. It wasn't meant to be like a shot, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. Overall, I would give it like a 8 out of 10. 7 or 8 out of 10.
And then the Randy return was great. I just feel like Randy he returns and then stuff just like he never gets like the full like love, right?
Like he never left,
Yeah, but then like he'll return and then something else happens after him. It's like when he returned and CM Punk came back. And this he
Oh,
returned
right.
and
Yeah. Just comes at the
John
wrong time.
Cena, yeah, and then John Cena does what John
Yeah.
Cena's gonna do, right?
Right, right. Yeah. His whole return was overshadowed by that.
Yeah, twice. It's like-
Yeah. Did you see his promo on SmackDown?
yeah, yeah. I'm excited. Kevin Owens, Randy Orton. I will say
No, I was talking about the
going.
Carmelo Hayes promo.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. I'm interested in that. Uh, I'm kind of, I'm kind of interested in the Mello don't Miz. Because they're actually doing something with Mello and Miz. I guess he would be a perfect additive to Mello, so that's the eventually turn Mello face, I guess.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm just glad Melo's doing something because he needed something to do.
Yeah, he's starting to get stale.
Oh yeah.
He was getting that Ricochet fever.
Oh God. Well, I will say after going into the chamber, right? Um, I'm always excited for Mania, but I would say it was weird this year because there wasn't anything like com extremely compelling. Like Jay versus Gunther is cool, but after Chamber, there's so many like seeds planted as far as what's gonna happen. Obviously, we're gonna
Yeah.
talk about Cena and all that stuff. They're like,
Mhm.
wow, I wouldn't be surprised if they sold all the tickets for Mania, right?
Yeah, everything is looking good. I think, yeah, like you said, it's the Elimination Chamber set up a lot of matches for
Yeah,
Mania.
lots of seeds are planted. So,
Yeah.
and then
Well,
Raw, obviously SmackDown.
mhm.
So lots of they're moving, like they're moving now.
Right, right. I like that little nod to Elden Ring that Randy Orton mentioned.
Oh yeah, I was that I was like, oh man, that's fuck. I'm sorry, first. That was cool. That was cool. Fortnite's for kids, and I think Trey got upset about that.
Oh yeah. All
Like
right.
I don't play Elden Ring, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Let's
Also,
talk
like, hasn't
about
he not beaten Elden Ring already? How long has he been playing this damn game? It's like, or
I
you talking
think
about the
you can
DLC?
replay it. I think that isn't there like multiplayer elements to it?
I've never played it, so I don't know. I know there's a
Yeah.
DLC coming out, so I
Maybe,
guess you
maybe
can.
he's
I
playing
guess
that.
maybe. I
Yeah.
just picked up Monster Hunter, by the way. I played it for like an hour and haven't gone back, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
it. I just wanted to try it out, but we'll see.
All right. Let's talk about the women's elimination chamber.
Now that's an interesting way to start a pay-per-view, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Automatic
The whole feud
elimination.
with Jade and Bianca. Were you surprised at
Yeah,
that?
not at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised of the way they did it. Like Jay just like we got to suspend our belief that somehow the door was still open and Jay was able to get inside the cage, right? But I was surprised at how they did that part. Like I didn't see that coming. I always assumed Naomi did it. There was a chance that I thought Bianca would be involved in this thing too. Obviously that was laid to rest on SmackDown yesterday
Mm.
or the day before if you watched that.
Yeah.
But it was great. I don't know how I feel about Naomi as a heel. At least heel by herself is going to be weird. But we'll see. I mean,
I like this for her, because she's been a face for a long time. She's getting
yeah,
boring, it was like the same, fill the glow gimmick. So
yeah.
I'm excited for this.
But now that new figure doesn't make any sense. There's
Yeah,
no
I
one that's
wonder if
gonna.
she's gonna have a new theme song or, change her look. She's gonna wear all black this time.
Anti-glow.
Nothing glowing. Yeah.
No more glow. God damn, what's she like? She's like the female Cena. Like
The female Cena.
you know how Cena's it's not never give up, it's give up now.
Oh yeah.
It's like Naomi's no glow.
Darkness.
Or like no yeet.
Yeah. But I'm excited
And
for Naomi and
yeah, it's a good direction.
yeah.
I love WWE overall, but NXT in general, I think has the best women's division in all of wrestling. I don't care what anybody says.
Right, and including NXT.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
Sure.
I would say NXT is above even WWE itself, like main roster. Um, but I love the fact that there's just multiple women's storylines now. Like it's not just this belt, that belt. You know what I'm saying? Like there's just other stories that woven intertwined, and that's all we've been asking
Yeah.
forever. Like if the men can do it, the women can too, right?
Right. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's
I
not to
would
say I
say
need to
this
see
is
them. What's up?
right.
I don't know. I think it was a subtle shot at AEW too, but no, you can edit that out.
Yeah.
It's not to say that they need to be bloody all the time, but whatever.
Hey, their women's division was good for, first couple years.
Oh,
Held up.
don't get me wrong. Oh, my
And
bad.
then WWE just surpassed them this past
Found
couple
one of
years.
Noah's toys on the floor. Um, no, I love Mariah May and Tony Storm. I don't necessarily. My thing is, I just don't necessarily need to see them bloodied and battered,
Oh
right?
yeah. Yeah.
I think they're probably the best thing in AEW right now. Like the whole Death Riders thing, I'm not into it. I mean, one, I was never into John Moxley, Dean Ambrose, whatever you want to call him. I don't get it. It is what it is, and I don't care how you want to sell it. Utah. I was gonna say Utah Watanabe. That's a whole different person. Wheeler Utah is just not it, man. Like, stop trying to make him a thing, please.
What is it about him that can't go over? You think it's promos, his look?
He He's like a charisma black hole.
Yeah. I
If
feel
you
like
give
it's
him a
like
mic, it
along the lines of Ricochet in WWE, I feel like.
yeah. I mean, at least Ricochet. Like, as much as I think Ricochet's not good right now, like I think he's super cringe. With the whole fake Jadakiss laugh and him being a heel thing. I applaud him for trying. At least he is trying to do something. And
Yeah.
I get
Different
WWE
than
didn't let him.
whatever he did in WWE, right?
Yeah, I think it was more so like I guess WWE might not have trusted him to do any of this stuff.
Yeah.
It might not be for me, but it is something different, I would say, right?
I like how
Although he
he
lost.
removed his hat to be stabbed by the scissor with it.
Yeah, I mean, there's certain things that needs to be cleaned up. Like, why did he remove the hat for him? Correct, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what it is, man.
He's trying to help Sorb out.
Yeah, but also, I mean, he what? Swerve won tonight, so he's gonna fight Moxley eventually, or whoever wins
Yeah,
Copeland and
whoever wins
Mox.
between him and Edge, right?
Yeah, it's Dean Ambrose versus Edge.
Yeah.
um, I
Oh, it's
it's too
Cope. It's
predict.
Cope now.
Don't get me started with that. It's just one of those weird things where it's like I don't see Swerve winning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
Well,
Mox would
the
probably.
former WWE guy. Well, they're all WWE guys.
Yeah, it's good. It would be. I mean, assuming Mox is gonna win today because I don't see Edge. I don't think Cope's gonna win. It's gonna be Dean Ambrose versus Isaiah Swerve Scott, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't see Mox losing until All In. I think Texas.
Hmm.
But yeah, that's my prediction.
It's
To
crazy, like how
whom
the main
I don't
event
know.
is two big former WWE guys. It kind of reminds you of WCW.
It, and if you say it doesn't, then you're just lying to yourself, right? That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Because why? I mean, well, what's like? I was having a conversation with my coworkers because they're wrestling fans too, or at least some of them. Like, what's Edge's motivation for helping AEW, right? To save AEW from the Death Riders. You've been there for like a cup of coffee. You're feuding with Steve Jobs, aka Christian Cage. Why are you trying to save AEW now? Like, um, and also, what is Moxley talking about as far as he's mad at everybody just trying to get the belt for their own personal gain, and again, I'm just tired of seeing Wheeler Yuta and Marina Schiffer.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Also, Neville.
It
Like, why is he Pac? I got it.
Pac, yeah, yeah.
Pac. Like, why is he always
We
in
call
ring
them by
gear?
their WWE and NXT names.
It could be the Mike's Hard Lemonade. I don't know. But it's like, why is Pac always in ring gear? Even when they're coming out of the car, everybody in the street clothes, he's in ring gear. It's like, I assume it's a rib, right? But
Yeah.
all right, back to the chamber, back to the chamber.
That is Chamber, okay. So what do you think of Bianca as the winner? You think that was
Oh
the
man.
right decision for her to
Um,
make?
going into Monday, I guess, yeah, it makes perfect sense. Her and Rhea Ripley, I guess now her and Io Sky, which ultimately I think is going to be a triple threat anyway.
Oh, let's talk
Um,
about that.
yeah,
You
yeah.
think it is actually gonna be a triple threat? Because I read an article that Rhea might be legit injured. Um,
I mean,
but
if
that's
she is,
just a
then
rumor.
if she is, that sucks.
Yeah.
But I think Triple H has been doing some weird, like, let's surprise everybody now. Like, a belt can change at any time. Like this week alone, what EO won. Um, I guess Cena turned heel. I guess that's not a title, but it's a surprise. And what on Friday, LA Knight beat Shinsuke. So it's like anything can happen on any show. So,
Mhm.
which is cool. Oh, well, Sean Spears won the North American title, right? So a lot of title changes in
Oh, you
WWE.
mean Stan?
Yeah, Stan.
I like
You
how he
finally
didn't
got
shake HBK's hand.
oh, because Stan will always remember.
Yeah,
Pepperidge
Stan
Farm
will always
remembers.
remember.
So will Stan.
Yeah, they should
But
implement
yeah,
that into the storyline.
yeah, man. But I like it. I thought the chamber was very well. Liv Morgan hands that gotta clap it up for that girl. Did you see all the bruises on her arm on the Insta?
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yo, she
A lot
was
of
definitely the
bruises.
MVP. Definitely the MVP of that match. Um, she showed she can work.
Yeah.
I mean, she came a long way from the 201 super spray tan girl, right?
Oh yeah, came a long way from that. Yep.
Um, Alexa Bliss was good. She got always getting loud pops. I hope they do something with her soon. I
I feel like
imagine they're
she's
gonna
gonna join the Wyatt Six.
right. Yeah, I imagine it. They'll somehow work Nikki Cross and her against Liv and Raquel. I don't know how that works because
Mhm.
they're on Raw. Yeah, we'll see. Um,
I think it's gonna work out because she's best friends with Cross and they've worked together as a tag team. So
yeah, but the White Six are on SmackDown. That's my thing. Like they're on SmackDown.
oh, she's on Raw.
Alexa's on Raw. Liv and Raquel are tag champs, so they can go on both.
Mm.
So I don't know. You know
Oh, so
these.
maybe they will win in Mania. So
Yeah,
they
you know
can,
these roster splits are never like hardline half the time anyway, right?
yeah.
But that was good. I think Roxanne had a good showing. Um, I think I don't know if she's gonna have a WrestleMania match or Stand and Deliver. Either way, she's the main roster. So
You
I
saw
think
her
that
ring gear,
yeah, yeah,
and
good
you
stuff.
saw that Becky Lynch post.
Hmm. Another one that needs to be coming back soon, right?
Yeah.
I mean, rumor has it she's been signed for a while. They're just waiting on the right time to bring her back.
Hmm.
I might have heard it from a little birdie that might have heard it from someone. I won't say anything.
That means Fightful. He's heard it from Fightful.
Oh, no,
No?
actually. I'll tell you off screen.
Okay. All right. Okay, let's go to the final match of that night, the men's
Well,
elimination
no, no.
chamber.
There's the final match and then the main event after that.
No, yeah,
The real main event.
right, right. Well, in terms of a real match, I mean,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
last match of the night.
Lots
I
of
like how
stuff.
it set up all these matches for Mania. You know, you got
Yeah.
Reese versus McIntyre. You got
So, where do you think's Punk
Seth
going?
versus Punk. Seth versus Punk.
Where's Punk? You think Seth? But what about
Yeah.
Roman?
I mean, it cost them the match, right?
Yeah, but what about Roman?
Oh, yeah, that's a
Roman
good
got
question.
Roman got double stomped like a freaking Mario brother.
But that's right. Yeah, you think it's going to be a triple threat match between
So
Seth,
that's
Punk,
my
and Roman?
that's I don't know. Like I don't at first I wanted to just see Roman Seth because that was the storyline coming out of Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
But now Seth and Punk, right? But then they're gonna have that cage match tomorrow. So is that the blow
All
off
right, right. In
or is
MSG, right?
yeah, that piece of crap. Oh man, all the New York fans are gonna hate me for that one. Um, is that gonna be the blow off or is Roman gonna interrupt that match? It's like who knows?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love
That's a
it,
good
man.
question.
I love all this like uncertainty, I guess, right? It's not
Right.
predictable right now. But what would you rather see? Like I don't know if I want a triple threat match. Like it's weird that it's a triple threat match for no title, right? That's kind of
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, like, what are they
So
fighting
like
for, right?
yeah, what's the
Like, who's a better
ramifications for
man?
this match? Right.
No, I definitely want to see Seth versus Punk over a triple threat match.
But you want to see Seth versus Punk over Seth versus Roman? Because that's the longer story if you think about it.
Yeah, they have a lot of history there. Yeah, that's a good question.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah, but if you do Seth versus Roman, where does that leave Punk, right? Like, you know, where are you gonna put him?
I don't know. I hope not Logan Paul.
I hope not too, you know.
I mean, Logan Paul is gonna have a match. What he does, I don't know. Not, it's not to say that he's not a good wrestler because he is.
He is, yeah,
Um,
he put in the work. He just got
but
at that go away heat.
yeah, but I also think like Punk should have a better, again, not to say that Logan's not a good match, it's just a higher profile match, I guess if that makes sense, right?
For Logan?
No, like for Punk.
Oh, for
Like I
Punk?
think
Yeah.
Punk deserves a more high profile match than say Punk Logan.
Yeah, then a celebrity
Um,
match. Yeah.
right.
Right.
Same. I mean, it's the same thing I'm gonna say about we're gonna talk about it in a second, probably a Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. That's gonna be a likely match too.
Damon Priest versus Drew McIntyre. Yeah.
Because Priest threw him over out in the Rumble. He eliminated McIntyre in the chamber, and then McIntyre helped get Priest eliminated in the chamber afterwards. And then on Friday, they're attacking each other. So it looks like that's the route they're going. I'm not completely sold on it, especially in the year McIntyre had another one that I feel like deserves a more high profile match. But WWE's in a weird um, place where it's like a good problem where they have too many like main eventers, right?
Yeah. I wouldn't mind
It's
it.
like,
I think they would have a banger match.
yeah, I mean they have a few more weeks to get there, right? I'm not completely sold on it, but they got a few more weeks to sell me on it. We'll see.
I mean, what would you think of if it wasn't them two going at each other?
Hard to say. Like even in the mid card, like I might have rather see Drew versus LA Knight just because of their exchange right after the Rumble, right?
Hmm.
Because now they get the US title back. What are they gonna do? Shinsuke LA Knight again?
Yeah. I'm afraid that's what's gonna happen.
I
We'll
mean,
see.
we'll see, right? I
Yeah.
mean, I think they're probably gonna do a multi-man like ladder match maybe for the IC title. I don't think you can do the same for the US title,
Hmm.
but there's 2 nights, so who knows, right?
All
Because then I
right.
think there's gonna be a multi-man tag match for the SmackDown tag titles.
You're
It's,
right.
it's
Yeah.
excuse me, it's just very unpredictable right now, and
It's a
as
good problem to have.
frustrating, yeah, as frustrating it is to think about it, it's actually pretty interesting
Hmm.
because we just don't know.
So what do you think of the ending of Elimination Chamber? You like how it ended?
Yeah, I mean, there were so many things where it's like, in hindsight, you can see like there was little like seeds where Cena like, oh man, Cena's evil, right? Because if you think about it, like, man, Cena did not think twice about trying to get rid of Punk after he got stomped, right? He's like, oh,
Right. Yeah.
if
Like a face Cena would stop for a
like,
second.
oh man, like should I win like this, right?
He would
Oh
have taken
no,
advantage of that.
no, he choked him out. he
Right.
he
Right.
gave 0 Fs.
Right.
I was like, man, that's kind of harsh, Cena. And even like the press conference after Rumble where he was like demanding a spot in the chamber. So he was just planting seeds. You can see that
Right. Yeah.
his attitude was changing.
Right. Right. And
Yeah, yeah.
we didn't think anything of it before.
No, no. I mean, we
Like in
are
hindsight, we
lucky.
realized it.
Yeah, I mean, we're lucky enough to have grown up watching like the Hogan turn, the HBK turn, all these major turns. Austin in WrestleMania, right? Triple H when he turned on DX. Um, this is probably on that same level of maybe not like Hogan NWO, but up there in the sense because gotta remember, we were already adults when Cena came in, right? But some of these kids
Right.
that started watching Cena back then grew up with him as their Hogan. So this is like their NWO turn for them.
Right. Like no one
Mm,
could have expected that.
right. And it's not like, again, I'm not comparing apples to oranges, right?
And Cena has always he was a heel at one point about, when you did
Right. He hasn't been a heel since
Doctor
'03.
Ergonomics, right?
Correct. '03. Last time he was technically a heel.
So let's go with the reasons why it's not as good as the Hogan heel turn. That is
Sure.
one, you know. because he's been a heel already before, even though it was like 20 years ago.
I mean,
Uh,
Hogan has too. He was a heel in Japan, technically.
I mean, that's not
He was
within WWE
he
though,
was a
right?
heel when he had that purple robe with Freddie Blassie. You forget that, right?
Yeah, but that's not
Well, okay.
within WWE, you
No,
know,
I see your argument. Okay, I get it. Okay.
right?
I don't think the longevity of that's the main reason. Um, what I'm go- what I say, or the reason why it's not, I think so. Overall, I think in a few years, when you think in the history, people will talk about this as a big deal.
Right.
It won't be as big a deal as the NWO because it's not leading up to something like the NWO, like something that's
Right.
going to
Leading up
change,
to a new
right?
faction
Or like it's
in the
not going to
Attitude
change
Era,
the course. Yeah, it's not going to change the course of wrestling where
right?
NWO did,
Where there was no
right?
like Monday Night Wars.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
That's what
And it's
that's what led up to WCW beating WWE for what
right.
83 weeks.
Correct. And then it's like, it's not like this is WWE doing it, so it's not like they're trying to. I guess, oh, excuse me. It's not like they're trying to put somebody out of business right now. You know what I'm saying? There's no war that
Right.
this is doing. It's not the cause or an effect of something. You know?
Also, the heel turn was like unlike with Cena, Hogan, his heel turn was to be the leader of a new faction. With Cena's heel turn, it's just to be a follower of The Rock.
Yeah, he's Rock's corporate champion, I guess, if you want to call it that.
Right.
If he,
That's
I
more
mean,
comparable
if
to Cena's not Cena, Austin's heel turn.
Austin, yeah, yeah, I would say the corporate champion.
Yeah.
Hmm. But I think it's weird. I think it's far more important because nobody saw this one coming. Not that we didn't see Austin coming, but he's been
Right.
it wasn't that far off since he was a heel, right?
I think a lot of people didn't expect it because it is his last year. You know,
Yeah,
it's a
it's a ballsy
retirement
move.
tour.
It's a ballsy move because it's kind of like,
People didn't think he would retire as a heel, which I don't think he still won't.
no,
You know,
I think
because
he's
he's still
gonna
got the whole year to turn back to.
right. So I think he's good. My prediction is I think he beats Cody in Mania. It's gonna be like, to put it in a more here's how it makes sense to us nerds. WrestleMania 40 was Star Wars: A New Hope. WrestleMania 41 is what's that called?
Empire
Empire
Strikes
Strikes
Back.
Back.
Okay.
So I think it's gonna end bad for the good guys this year,
Yeah.
and then they'll get their redemption.
When is Cena's official like his last
December,
line
December.
of is it December or next WrestleMania?
No, no, this 1 year. So December to December. Supposedly they're let's call again. In December they're making a new pay-per-view in Boston for Cena's last match, and
Oh,
supposedly
okay.
it's supposedly gonna be called Ruthless Aggression. So we'll see if that pans
Ruthless
out.
aggression. You see, he's got to turn face before that. Maybe he'll lose.
Um,
Maybe he'll hold on to the title until Survivor Series. What do you think?
so I think he wins Mania, like I said. I think he holds it till his last match. And I think that's gonna be his redemption, where he'll lose to Cody, putting Cody over as like the new Super Cena, so he's gonna be the Codelander, right? Um,
Yeah.
but I think he turns face in between time. Like maybe he betrays The Rock. It's like, oh man, I'm like, damn, Rock, you are a dick, right? You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And then he goes out that way. And then you have Cody Rock or whatever the Return of the Jedi at WrestleMania.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I could see that. That would make more sense.
Hmm.
I wonder what's Roman's position going to be in the future. Kind of hard to tell because
I
nothing
mean,
has happened yet.
I still think we get Rock Roman some way, some fashion. I just don't know how.
Yeah, that's going to happen eventually.
Could that be WrestleMania? Like Cody's not even in that picture anymore?
Hmm.
Who knows?
Yeah.
We gotta get past this Mania first.
Right. Right. I assume Cena's going to be in SummerSlam, so hopefully we get to see a good match from him live.
Yeah. Actually, I just think he's gonna what's it called again? He's gonna be a dick heel, right? So
Yeah.
I think he's just gonna retain going forward.
I wonder if he's gonna use his because he did have like a heel theme song. I wonder if he's gonna use that.
I don't think he goes back to basic economics though. I think he goes for him. I think he's probably gonna record a new track, maybe with Travis Scott, who is probably one of the biggest heels in wrestling right
Oh
now.
my God.
I kind of want to order that shirt, but I don't want to order that shirt. Yeah, we'll see.
Ironically, like he's the reason why that shirt isn't good.
I mean, wrestling fans are probably not fans of Travis Scott right now, right?
Right.
I
Yeah,
mean, I'm not a
definitely.
huge Travis Scott fan, but if he takes it if he takes it seriously, it is what it is. But
I just hope he doesn't make any mistakes going forward, man, because that was
I
bad.
mean, if
That was
Dennis Rodman and
that
Karl
slap
Malone
to
had a match,
Cody was bad.
yeah, yeah. Like, did you hear about the or did you read the transcript of the Bully Ray talking about that? Like he's pissed.
Billy Ray's pissed.
Yeah, Travis, he's like he hopes that he gets a
Right.
receipt and then
Oh yeah, hope so, man. So he learns a lesson. But
you better learn how
so
to
who do you
take a
blame for that? Do
crossroads.
you blame Travis Scott? Do you blame WWE for him for like not rehearsing it better with them, or
Ooh, a little bit of both, right?
who's the
Because
blame here?
a little bit of both, because you never know what's going to happen in between the ropes, right? Even you could practice it all you want, and it's up to the performers, right?
Yeah.
So maybe not. It's not 100% on Travis. WWE put him in that position, so who knows?
Hmm. Do you think it was a good idea for WWE to bring him in?
Oh, I mean, yeah. Ultimately, yeah. Like everybody's talking about him or talking about this, right?
It brings in
Casey.
Gen Z viewers, right?
Yeah, like I went to work the next day, and my one of my coworkers who doesn't watch wrestling at all, he literally came up to me. He's like, "So, man, John Cena, Travis Scott. Like, come on, man. It's like this is what you want, right? People are talking, good or bad. People are talking.
Is he young? Gen Z?
Um, mid-20s, yes.
Okay.
Knows
So
nothing about wrestling.
they're bringing a
Yeah, yeah. I
younger
mean,
generation to
in general,
watch.
like it's again, it served its purpose.
Hmm.
I mean, he might not have had to break Cody's eardrum, but it served its purpose. People talking.
Yeah. Hope Cody gives him a receipt, makes him learn
Yeah,
his lesson.
yeah. Trav's gonna have to really learn how to take a crossroads.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he's just gonna land on his head, or just
Unfortunately, because he's a celebrity, I feel like people the higher up in WWE, I don't think they like,
You
give
know that
like
you're gonna let him take a crossroads.
what happened?
Maybe he'll take an errant disaster kick. He'll just take one by accident. Oh, my bad. Kick him for real.
Do you think any of the higher ups told him that's something that he shouldn't have done?
No, no, I don't think so. It's politics 101. Like he's bringing eyes to your product.
Yeah.
It is what it is. And who are we to say that
What?
everything we're seeing isn't kayfabe, right? Like they're just overselling everything.
Oh yeah, maybe the eardrum thing is not even legit.
Yeah, we don't know. That's why I kind of that's what's good about like I guess WWE right now or wrestling in general. Like it's we don't know it's kayfabe or not.
Yeah. Well, if it was legit, you think The Rock? You don't think even The Rock could talk to
I mean,
him like
I think they'll
about it?
talk. They'll probably talk to him, but it's
I think
like
he's the best person to talk to him about that.
yeah, but he's not a wrestler, so you can't expect him to be like Logan Paul overnight, right?
Right. No, not even like I don't expect him to be a wrestler, but like at
Pull his
least
punch.
understand, what you should and shouldn't be doing in the ring.
I mean, maybe if he wasn't coming down the aisle like drinking and smoking sage, he might have been able to pull that punch, right?
He wasn't medicated.
No, he was trying to sage the ring, right? That's what Pat McAfee was saying. He said he was
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I don't know. That thing was weird, man.
yeah, he wasn't all together there, man. Let's be real.
Yeah. Yeah.
But end of the day, like I said, it served its purpose, for better or worse. They're making money.
Hmm. Yeah, I guess. I hope it didn't have to be at the expense of Cody getting hurt if he is
Could have
legit.
Could have been worse. Could have been Snooki.
Yeah.
Could have been one of those celebrity matches, right?
Right, right. Oh man. And she actually wrestled
Then to
WrestleMania.
get Stephen Amell back, maybe he can teach Travis Scott how to wrestle.
Any other thoughts on that Cena heel turn?
No,
Probably
I
the
mean,
best thing that's happened this year so far, the past year.
yeah, again, it's with everything going on in WWE, it's refreshing that they still can surprise you, right?
Hmm.
And I like to say this all the time. I harp on this all the time, man. Like moves don't make the memories, right? The moments do. So, and this is a crazy moment, right?
All these shots at AEW, man.
I didn't say anything. I'm just saying that's what it is. That who's who said that? AJ Styles even said it in an interview recently too. The Chris Van Vliet interview. Like it's not the moves, it's the moments.
Right. And he's a guy that had a lot of
He
those
got a lot of he
highlight
got a
moves
lot
in
of heat for
TNA.
that. He got a lot of heat for that too. A lot of like
From who?
sickos on Twitter were like, "Oh,
Oh,
coming from you, that's horrible." Like you're brainwashed by the Fed. I'm like, come on, man.
they just don't
It's
understand, man.
there- it's
Storylines create matches, not moves.
right. Like we're not like I'm not watching a movie because there's lots of action. Like that's not going to keep
Right,
me invested in. It's not going to keep me invested in it. I need to know what the story's going on.
right,
I need to want to know what's going on. I don't want to see a bunch of like fight scenes, right?
right.
That's never going
Unless
to
this is a
sell.
Jackie Chan movie, that's the only exception.
No, but even then, at least it's funny. Except for his newer stuff. His stuff is more dramatic now. But anyway,
Right,
but there's always a storyline, good or
right.
bad, right? Give
Yeah,
me a
yeah,
fucking story. I curse again. Give me a storyline. That's all I ask.
right.
That wasn't a shot. That wasn't a purposeful shot at AW. It just comes across that way.
That
Hey man, we
was
haven't
like the
recorded in a
third
long
shot
time.
this tonight.
I'm making up for the time we've lost. It's been like almost
Right,
like 3 or 4 months, right?
right, right.
Gotta do it.
You have to say
It was
one
the
nice
first
thing
time
about AEW.
Mariah May's hot.
But
Mina
that
Shirakawa's
feud with
hot.
her and Tony are like the best.
Oh, yeah.
That is the
Like
best thing in AEW right now.
I will
You
say,
know, with that.
Tony Storm in AEW outshines anything she
Best
did in
on the WWE.
WWE.
Yeah,
Correct. Um, I
definitely.
still don't like the way she left. I think she could have had a great career in WWE, but she's doing her thing. And it just shows like she's doing her thing and it works.
Let's wrap it up. This is Marv and JR signing out. If you haven't already and you like our content, please like, comment, and subscribe.
I
And
swear we're
remember,
gonna get back to the grind. TikTok coming up. Follow us on IG. Follow us
TikTok
on
coming
everything,
up.
all the socials.
You are on
You
YouTube and IG and TikTok coming soon.
We're gonna do some stupid stuff, figure hunts,
Uh,
other random stuff,
yeah, maybe not
musings.
dances. Maybe not dances, but
Maybe. You never know.
we'll see. We'll see. We'll surprise you guys.
You never know. Yeet.
All right. All right. Remember to keep it real, keep it kayfabe.
Peace.
This is Brandy Lauren, and thank you guys for watching Kayfabe Man Cave.
The Vader bomb. That was